Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. AFTERBIRTH. We still have not done Boss Rush, and we still have not... I thought we had a run where we won as Apollyon, but it's because we re-rolled into Dark Judas. It could be. Alright, we are going to do this. We're going to make Apollyon work. Curse of the Labyrinth. At least it's not Curse of the Blind. There you go! Right off the bat, we got a D20. Sucked into Void. There's our seed. 13CR, F6, FY. I'm excited. Right off the bat, we have a potential, if not breaking item. Right, I can't fly. There goes our deal with the devil, but I have a potential, if not breaking item, at least useful spacebar item as Apollyon. It has taken us on our other runs, like, 4 floors to get anything. And then we get, like, Shoop the Whoop. Okay, I mean, it's good, but once every 6 rooms, Shoop the Whoop does not a successful run make, necessarily. So we're going to have a 1/3 chance, assuming we survive at least, we're going to have a 1/3 chance of a deal with the devil, more or less. And if you got a problem with me saying 1/3 when it's actually like 36.75%, you got to know, read the room, dude, read the room. Okay, that dude just phased through a rock. That dude has phased through 2 rocks. Please stop this. Get some help. Isaac's heart. AKA a stat increase. Because we will not be taking that. Just survive, dude. Just survive. Get some red hearts. You know, get arrested. Guess until he gets the message. One explosion here might kill you, so just stay far away from these guys. I mean, it's the thing with Apollyon is that, you know, it's a slow burn. It starts slow. We got like a little, it's compound interest. It's your, you know, Roth IRA. I don't know anything about American investing. Or Canadian investing, for that matter. But, you know, I imagine that it works on the principle of compound interest, you know, and, you know, you contribute as much as you are able to contribute for a long period of time. And then, you know, you're like, oh, I'll put in $100 this year. It's $101 next year, $204 the next year. And then by the time you turn 900, you're like, I can retire. If the Illuminati will let me. Is the card good? It's probably good enough, but I have to admit that with the D20, I'm like, we should put this down and re-roll it. It's probably actually a very not good idea, but I'm going to do it regardless because I want to get some value out of the D20. Please be like a Spirit Heart. So we got extra speed, lower range. I think that's fine. As is 2 of clubs, which is actually probably better than the world card if we at least play our cards right here. Alright. I thought that it's a risky decision, I'll admit, to go there. Our boss fights were right next to the spawn room. It's a risky decision to go there, but I decided to give it a shot anyway. I think well, there's red hearts back here. We need a bomb to access them, but we thankfully have a bomb that we can use to access them thanks to 2 of clubs. We kind of just broke even on that deal, but could be worse. That cannot be a secret room unless they've changed secret room spawning logic, which is a theoretical possibility. We're only getting a half heart here, so I think we gotta think about it. Kill the portal first, please. Gauntlet Legends, you gotta kill the portal first. I mean, I don't want to say that I apologize for the last run as if I have, like, no self-confidence, and I think that it is a detriment that I put it into the world and wasted your time watching it. The run was fun, but I did fuck it up at the end due to a bit of a boneheaded mistake. Sometimes that's life, and life goes on. All we can do is endeavor to, you know, be better next time. And hopefully we can, you know, lead ourselves into a situation of a little bit more sensible play in the future. This could be a good room to actually use the Void on if we can get some money on the ground. I do want the half heart, obviously, but with 1 cent, I don't think we want to use the Void. I think we would rather just... Yeah, we'd rather just take that and then move along here. We got one last room. There was a Mimic in the Curse room, which is just not something that we could even... mess with at the present moment. But we are going to have a Void Charge ready. Maybe if we get, like, Pageant Boy, we can get some value out of that. Or if we get lucky and get a deal with the devil, that actually provides us with a little bit of, well, like a spacebar item, I guess. Book of Sin, Satanic Bible, Mega, Book of Revelations, which I don't think can be in there. The nail, though, like, there's a lot of Well, there's at least a few good targets for deal with the devil spacebar items that Void would work with. We do have to pay for them though, which is well, that's the rub of being a consumer, isn't it? All right, good bomb placement. I don't think it really matters if we get hit on this fight, but we should endeavor not to, just from a survivalist standpoint. Hopefully we'll get a Spirit Art that can protect our 36% Devil chance on the next boss fight, and hopefully our next boss fight is easier. I did use... Ooh, that was lucky rock, dude. I did use our entire Two of Clubs card to basically make this fight easier, and then I still took a hit, which was not sensible, but Cat o' Nine Tails is quite good. And our next boss fight is easier, so we are gonna, in all likelihood, have that 36% deal with the devil chance preserved here. In the end, it may not matter. Certainly, if I just get HP, I'm just gonna take it, but it's a little Steven. Turn it into a stat increase. Extra luck, extra shot speed. It's not great, and maybe Little Steven would have been better, but I think if you're low on HP, I think a luck upgrade, you know, you can do worse than a luck upgrade. Having 1 luck, if that gives us a red heart slightly faster than we would expect to get one without this luck upgrade, like if it gives me an HP drop before I die, I'll consider this pretty good. I probably am of a position where I overrate luck, to be honest with you. Obviously, like, damage, tears, and HP are the holy trinity, but I do think luck might be, like, the 4th most important stat. Admittedly, yeah, sure, range can screw you. That's like, don't it always seem to go, you don't know what you got till it's gone sort of situation. Most of the times, range is relatively meaningless because you've got 3 times as much as you need, but when you don't have it, you notice it. Get a pill. Well, we can't get Bad Trip right now, so maybe this isn't so bad. Do we have Curse of the Unknown? Yeah, well, obviously we have Curse of the Unknown. Do we have Curse of the Blind? We can't have Curse of the Blind. Cone Head. Well, I like this because it contributes to getting closer to the me transformation. Bad Gas. It did not give us HP. Do we fight a boss on the Caves 1? We go for it. Small Room Mega Moss scares the Christ out of me. 0% deal with the devil? 0 though? Did we take an item that makes it impossible for us to get a deal with... Does Conehead make it impossible? Are deals with the devil just not possible on tiny boss rooms? Am I losing my mind? Well, we'll take Binky, because we need the Spirit Hearts, honestly. Or the Spirit Heart. And the lowered tier delay is a nice bonus as well. We could be done with this room, but... This floor, I should say, but we want to move on. That's a bad gas pill. Or we don't want to move on. We want to, oh, it's so bad. Actually get value where value exists here. And we've got the D20. Don't forget about... You didn't pick up the bomb. Didn't pick up the bomb. Don't forget about the D20. That's, extremely high value if we can find the right kind of room to use it on. Now, usually that's like an arcade that we play a bunch. Probably not really a sensible play at the present moment as a result of the whole, you know, we don't know how much HP we have. Fact, we might actually have like 0. Or what, you know, if we got hit, we'd have 0. So far, I'm really stoked about the luck upgrades. It's really contributed to giving me a lot of bad gas pills. I mean, I don't want to just get a handout from the game. At the same time, I am, at present, slightly bereft of the materials that I would like to have to survive and succeed. We made it through that room. We have to check the shop. If there's a Spirit Heart, we gotta take it. We got plenty of time. Even if we want to do the alt path, we still got plenty of time. There is no... Ooh, there is no... Spirit Heart or Red Heart for sale. So we reroll 3 pennies, and we get a penny, a pill, amnesia, and a Red Heart, and a Spirit Heart on the shop now. Okay, so that's good. Okie dokie. Not necessarily too nasty. of a room. But the dodges have got to be on point to get through here. And in particular, we have to dodge aggressively in order to make sure that we're actually able to hit the enemies who actually take damage, instead of just the enemies who annoy the shit out of us by running into us and take no damage in the process. That was extremely lucky. That was also extremely lucky. Well, we've done it. Amazingly. I think we just get the hell out of here now. We're still on pace, which is beautiful. Is that bad gas? Let's be sure. It is bad gas. I mean, we might as well take it with us. The curse room is gonna cost us a spirit heart, and I'm gonna take the chance on it. Okay, good, good, good. We lost half a spirit heart and half of a black heart. Gained 1 black heart in the process. We've been to our item room. That's probably our secret room. I think we should take a chance at it. And we got a key for a bomb. Not a horrible trade, but we come across some tinted rocks. I might be disappointed. Alright, let's head down to the next floor. Does Boneheaded really give you 0% deal with the devil? No? Now I'm up to 100. So I must just be missing something. And I'll accept the limitations of my brain when it comes to that. Productive use of bad gas is pretty rare. There we go. Virus is solid. Contributing towards spun. And altogether, like, this run is not that bad once we get enough HP to live. Like, the lower tier delay from Pacifier is pretty good, and the Spirit Heart gave us a little bit of leverage. And then the Virus now is high quality, helps us contribute to the Spun transformation. And Cat of Nine Tails is actually like a top class boss item. Not one of the best items in the game, but one of the best items that you can get from a boss, especially early if you're a little concerned about your DPS. Now, 5.19 damage is not amazing, but combined with a decently low, I guess, tier delay, we're getting some pretty good damage output there, and we actually have a reasonable ability to survive here. We do have a tinted rock on this room, so a bomb would be nice. And again, we have a good item in Void, which is why I'm hopeful to kill this enemy and get a battery charge out of it. Because if we can get Void to D20 into some wonderful stuff, that would be great. Now, we're probably not going to find an arcade here. And we have to balance, you know, wanting to use the D20 with wanting to suck up items. Or turn them into stats, or, you know, alternatively just get the effect. Like the Parasite, we just want. So we'll save our charge there. And this is another reason that I like Apollyon as a character, or in particular I like Void as an item. Because you have to think about that. Like, do you take the long-term approach of trying to suck up a spacebar item with your charges, or do you take the more short-term approach of like, I've got a spacebar item, let's try to get something out of it. Death, we need the bombs. And the death card is not worth re-rolling, so I feel good about this. We have a tinted rock. If this is small rock, I'm going to start to feel pretty loved right now. We can't really re-roll it because we'll lose the battery charge, so let's just pick it up. Alright. Still keeping ourselves on pace for... Although as Apollyon, we don't need to be going to the Hush fight because we have Void, or alternatively have beaten the Hush. We just have access to the Void normally. Okay, I'm gonna be more aggressive here. I'm gonna spend a key, come in here. Might want the PhD, admittedly. Don't pick up that. Don't pick that up. Don't pick that. Ah, you wasted a bomb, you joker. Still, pretty good. Let's take 1 cent so we can get that card. Reroll everything else. So we got a Spirit Heart, a Strength card, a couple of keys. We rerolled the card, of course, because I am a dumb idiot. And we have our Death card here, which will pop immediately. There is a battery charge back there. I would prefer to not have to walk back for it, to have something ready for the deal. But with 100% deal with the devil chance, we might as well walk back now, because the boss fight is going to be over here. Magic Mush. There was a chance! There was a chance. So now we're going to be behind schedule for Boss Rush, but hopefully still on schedule for Hush. Although, again, I don't even know if that's even necessary. Let's get the... Let's get this Apollyon victory here. Let's vindicate this item. Which, as of right now, has actually been pretty good. But on the last few runs, little wonky. And by the last few runs, I mean the last 2 runs, because those are the only runs we've had with Apollyon on YouTube, I think. I can't remember. I've been playing a lot of Isaac lately, as you can probably imagine, so runs are starting to bleed into one another a little bit. That probably would have hit me if I had not exited, so really just like a good use of a surprising fraction of a second that gave us protection there. Okie dokie. 100% deal with the devil. Maybe the floor on what you pick up. Don't pick up the money. The floor on what you pick up, Conehead gives you 0% chance of a deal with the devil. I don't know. So what's my play here? Well, we have to see, because there's a chance to exploit Void, depending on what the items are, and there's a chance to exploit the D20 if all the items are worth taking or otherwise inaccessible to us. So, you know, we want to give us the chance to suck up a spacebar item first, but if not, at least we can reroll a little bit on the second secret room, which actually is pretty high value. Like, between the Judgment and the Blood Bank, there's a lot of sort of seams that we can pull on there in order to create a situation that gives us more value than we'd expect. But we are going to be a little slower than I'd like. Coat Hanger's definitely worth taking. Tier delay of 5 might be as low as it gets. And this is a big whiff on our deal with the devil, unfortunately. But that does mean we can come this way. And I don't think the Judgment is likely to pay out, but we have to try. We can blow it up if we have to. Get some red hearts, play the other thing, and then reroll. Okay, we got nothing, so we're going to blow this up. No red hearts. We don't even need the key. I do like Lemon Party enough to not blow that up, though. So let's reroll. It's going to blow it up. It's going to blow up the blood bank anyway and give us some more money. We got the tower and some more red hearts. We'll hold the Lemon Party pill. Not really very good for us in the end, but it could be worse. The tiers upgrade is nice, and I guess we've got deal with the angel chances, but I don't know, dude. Maybe we fight the angel statue and then suck up the key piece for a random stat upgrade. Not that good. But certainly, I wouldn't say that we're in a terrible position right now. But there is room to grow, I think it's fair to say. This is another room we probably could have considered popping the D20 on. But we are... Again, maybe we don't even need to fight Hush. But I am going to keep that in the back of my mind. As long as we don't sacrifice too much to make sure that we can make that 30-minute timer, I'm okay with that. But it is possible I'm going to make myself look like an idiot because the Hush fight might not be a prerequisite for going to the Void at this point. But I feel a deep, you know, animalistic compulsion to succeed on this run after fucking up the last run. I honestly think that my Afterbirth Plus, at least my results have been pretty good. I've taken a lot of damage to Mimics that I'm not pleased with, but, you know, I've been checking out some other streamers. Everybody's taking a lot of damage to Mimics right now. Or at least the people that I've watched have taken a lot of damage to Mimics. It doesn't excuse it, but it does mean that it is excusable, I think. Get roasted, get roasted, get roasted! They got roasted. Kind of like trying not to say what I'd like to have as far as items go, because it's a bad habit. You know what I'm going to say. It worked. Chariot's pretty good. I'm going to say that it would be awesome to have piercing shots. It would also be awesome to have damage. A defensive item of some repute would be nice, you know? The Relic was really good for us on the last run until I started taking damage faster than it could deal with. An item that makes, well, more spacebar items. You know, anything that gives us a Spirit Heart or a Demon Heart every few rooms would be awesome because we could just suck it up into Void. The Straw, maybe, although... Really, we'd be looking for like 9-volt or something that allows us to maybe hold more charges in our spacebar item before we worry too much about high offense items. Lucky Rock is pretty good. It's actually a very good synergy now that I think about it. Not a secret room, but a very good synergy now that I think about it. When you also consider that we have the D20, so that was terrible damage. Yeah, I think we're gonna try something here. So I'm gonna avoid it. Amnesia, great card. We did get some money back. Couple of golden chests. The golden chests have not been fantastic. Honestly, if all we get out of this is a luck upgrade, still think it's relatively worth it. Not necessarily at the cost of what we just paid right there, but again, luck. Not valueless. Not valueless. Oh, Chariot plus Poison Touch. That's not a new anti-birth, or sorry, afterbirth plus combo, but I never really thought about that before. We're still dealing poison damage, so it's an easy way to get black cards if we need it. Invincibility plus the virus. Please tell me I didn't just say invincibility. I'm auditing my speech right now in my head, and I'm like, did I just say invincibility? I think we suck it up. But before we do, we might as well get a little bit more out of this. We got a +1 damage increase and a chest that gave us a bunch of money. Pretty good. Okay, we're making good use of the D20. It's another reason I like Void, is you have to think critically about your situations. And, you know, every item you get, you have to do kind of like an internal check. Does this item affect the existing items that I have with Void? Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is no, sometimes the answer is yes, it makes the items with Void, the items you have sucked up with Void right now, a lot worse. And then you have to, you know, figure out how you're gonna handle that. Like, here, we could suck up Box of Friends. Where did my special room go? The room that had a lot of consumables. Damn you, question mark card. Yo, these flies are spongy, dude. I was really bummed out to see that there was no battery charge in the shop. Buying the stopwatch does make, like, the Hush fight easier, or Delirium for that matter, but... What? Did this dude just spawn, like, 40 drowned worms? How is this the first time I'm seeing this nonsense? You might as well just hit me. That's the only way I'm killing you. Thank God we had 2 black hearts left over here. What in the world was that? Just like, you know, this boss, Brownie, is not a boss that needed a buff. Brownie is already difficult. We got pretty lucky there. Okay, getting closer to Spun. And I guess the angel statue was, like, just pissed off to begin with. I'm okay with that. We lose our Crown of Light bonus, but we can finally see what a Crown of Light bonus does for us. It's double damage until we get hit on a room. So it's actually, like, extremely advantageous that we just got this. We might as well take the key piece, I suppose. There's Box of Friends and there was the stopwatch. I think we just go, save our money. Get out of here. We went to the item room, we went to the shop. Hush is probably not plausible, so this might just be a vanilla run at this point, but if we can get to the Void, I will want to go to the Void. Our tiers are looking cool. Like, that is indisputable right now. Our tiers have a, you know... Hey, Chuck! It's your cousin, Marvin! Marvin the Binding of Isaac! You know that look you were looking for? Check this out! Holds up smartphone to the screen, etc., etc. You guys seen Back to the Future? Probably, right? It's like a movie that I think people have heard of. I will say, the Crown of Light, beautiful. Happy to have it. Not even having to spend a bomb on it was amazing. That being said, I don't think we care about using Void here. That being said, 12.19, 12.38 damage that we have right now is good, but don't crucify me, it could be a little bit better. That's not like best run ever territory. That's like pretty good run territory. Okay. That's fine. So we lost shot speed when we took damage there? I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. We've got battery charges we can take advantage of. This will be our secret room, probably. It's still found it, even though I ricocheted all over the place accidentally. Probably should have waited just to see if we wanted to use the reroll there, because we do have the, you know, the D20. Wishbone. Make a wish. No idea what it does. Not displeased with it, necessarily. Just no idea. Oh, we didn't have Lucky Rock active. That makes sense. I mean, Lucky Rock was good, and now it's gone. So we have Wishbone. I have no idea what it does, but it reminds me of all the memories I had watching Wishbone on PBS as a youngster. Well, what's the story, Wishbone? Hey, how do we get kids to care about classic literature? What if we put cute-ass dog in the stories and then trick them into watching it? My God, Mary, you are a genius. Millions of dollars later, Mary Wishbone looks down at the empty glass of scotch in her hands, in her Wishbone-themed mansion, wondering, how did it get so far? I used to be on top of the world. How could this happen to me? We thought Wishbone would be evergreen. We thought the content would never die. But we knew as soon as we greenlit the 50 Shades of Grey Wishbone story, we'd made a grave error. We have been to the shop. We've been to the item room. Okay, just take your reroll in here, dude. Take your void in here. I guess in theory, dare we void Polaroid and the negative in order to get 2 random stat increases? Because we, in theory, do not need them. I'm gonna try, okay? This is a stupid idea, which is why I have to do it. Because if I don't do it, then who will? Look at that. Small damage increase, no deal with the devil. Great speed increase, or at least our speed is great as a result of the increase. We're gonna miss out on the Polaroid as a result, but... and the negative, for that matter. But, this could be the right decision if we're planning to go to the Void. Assuming the Void actually is open to us without the negative or the Polaroid. I can't see why the door would be closed without having the negative or the Polaroid. You don't need them if you can get to the Void after Mom's Heart or Hush. You don't need either of those to get to the Hush fight, right? He said, hoping that he was right, but not knowing 100% for certain. So I might have just blown the fucking doors wide open. Now, mind you, Polaroid is better than a random stat increase in a lot of situations. Just not in ours right now. Like the Emperor Devil card? Okay, good, good, good. We are still in a real nasty spot, HP-wise here. Sure, let's go this way. Alright, this is special. Oh, is that a library? Libraries are very good. Maybe less this one, but we can still get some value out of this. Pick it up, put it back down. Now we get a How to Jump, and we got the D20 reroll. And we got a Sun card, which is very good, actually. Now we do have to, you know, get a fucking move on. That's our secret room, probably. We still have to get a move on here because, bad bomb placement. We're, still trying to make the Hush fight. Even if we don't need to, necessarily, we're still trying to make that Hush fight. So now we have How to Jump. One of the worst books that we could get with Void. Probably, I mean, even as someone who's not really a big fan of the item, and well, at least doesn't use it that much, I will accept that it's probably one of the best books you can get if you need a spacebar item. But we would prefer basically any kind of passive effect. The fact that it's going to take 6 rooms to charge is really going to put a damper on this one. That, and we're almost always, if not like always going to use the D20 effect ahead of the How to Jump effect. But I guess there are possibly situations in which it makes some sense. Pretty happy with the Sun card, though. That should... oh, of course the way that I chose originally was actually the right way, but... this should lead us to, at least being able to survive longer than expected. I would say that the Sun card basically means that we're going to live through the wombs. And that's not that reassuring, given the circumstances. I mean, we could just use it right here, but probably a better play is to just do this. Get to like a half heart, though. And then reroll everything else. We didn't need to pick up the money. That was silly. Joker? 2 of diamonds, okay. Tears up, also pretty good. Although I guess like it seems like it doesn't work for us at all right now because we're already at the tears cap. We need something that can break that. And now we're not gonna have a reroll ready for the boss fight, but that's a relatively small price to pay. Although we'll lose the active effect from the white pony here, so that actually kind of sucks. I should have planned that better. If we're only going to get one deal with the devil, I don't think either of those are worth it. I think it's unlikely we get a battery charge. So yeah, I left the goat head, I left the guppy item behind. If we took both, maybe there's a chance we can get the guppy dream and have like 0 HP with which to, you know, work with. That's honestly not that bad. Especially if, you know, one of the future guppy items was 9 lives, but I don't think it's the safe play. And it could easily be an incredibly stupid play. Like, I don't like any play that is only smart if the odds work for you. Or it's only smart if you beat the odds, I guess. Which is like, I guess it seems like the antithesis of zaniness. I don't want to reroll that. What happens if we do this? We just get 1 bomb? Alright, so now I've confirmed for my own internal suspicion that Ace of Clubs is just a D20 except it rerolls everything into, all consumables on the room into bombs. Now here's the real question. Does it reroll all item pedestals into bomb-related items? Because that would be interesting. Possibly bad or useless, but possibly good in some unique situations. How has that eye been protected? You seeing like the maelstrom of shots that we're sending out here? I don't like this room. Yet at the same time, with only 5 bombs to our name, it's very tough to justify bombing our way out of it. And honestly, if we can't beat that room, that's a great indicator that we're probably screwed when it comes to other rooms. So we're very lucky to have not been hit there. Even if that was the boss room right there, we're not going to get to the hush fight in time. So we have to rely on the hush fight not mattering and allowing us to get to void either way. And it might be a death wish. This is a room with 8 Blastocysts on it and a portal in the middle. This is madness. Apparently this room is bugged. There's a fly item? I basically hated doing that. What are you doing to me here? We're going to die. This room... Protect me, pedestal! I've come to terms with my death. Yes, okay. Alright, well, you know, that's stupid. That room is just not sensible. Look at this. I wish you could take the overlay off the screen. You could see how much safe space there was. And the fact that when you kill an enemy, that safe space is divided in half for at least that enemy itself. Well, that's pretty stupid. Hopefully that's patched out soon. Thanks for watching. Fuck me for not getting piercing shots, I guess. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.